Hi everyone, this is Dr. Weideman, and this short video will introduce you to the Blackboard course and also to the MyMathLab course that we'll be using during the summer term. So let's explore the Blackboard course first. So when you first land in here, you're going to see an announcement each week that tells you what's coming up, what we're working on. So you see that right here, welcome to week 1. On the left toolbar, you're going to go ahead and you're going to want to start with Getting Started. And in the Getting Started module, I've given you some suggestions on how to get started in the course. There's also a link to the handout that goes along with this video. A whole lot of information here on how to get registered in the MyStatLab course, about the structure of the course in Blackboard, and we'll go over to the MyStatLab course in just a minute. There's also a link here to show you how to register in MyMathLab from the Blackboard course, and I'll also demonstrate that to you in this short video. Let's take a look now at let's see. Let's go through the registration for MyMathLab first. Actually, I think I want to show you the modules first before we do that. So over here on the left toolbar, you also have a link here to the syllabus. And you can download the syllabus there, which goes through the structure of the course. And it also includes, at the very end of the syllabus, you'll see, let's click it open real quick. You'll see a weekly schedule that shows. In here, you can get a link to where to buy your textbook. The grading policy for the course is shown here. There's the grading criteria. There are categories that you're graded on, the weekly assignments. And then right down here is a little schedule that shows you when all the different assignments are due each week. They're always going to be due on Sunday nights at 11:59. The only thing different is your postings to your discussion topics are always going to be due. The first posting is going to be due on Friday night by 11:59. And in faculty, there's a little introduction. It talks about myself. The weekly lessons folders are set up the same way. So let's take a look at this week's folder. And there'll be a little introduction here. There'll be an introduction video. The introduction here goes over the learning objectives for the week. There's a list of your assignments and activities. There's handouts for each section that I've put together for you. And syllabus quiz is located here. I want to make sure you understand that you've read the syllabus. The discussions are linked in each of the weekly folders, and then finally a little conclusion. And I wanted to show you in one of the later modules, weekly folders, when we start to use the software StatCrunch, which is available in MyStatLab. You'll also have StatCrunch videos that I've made that show you how to use StatCrunch to work on the problems, and those are linked here. They're YouTube videos that I've created for the course. Okay, so let's talk about how to get registered in the MyMathLab course. So you're going to use the link right here, MyMathLab. Now, I'm already registered, so you're not really going to see what's going to happen, but let me pull up the handout that goes along with this. So the first time you click there, you're going to be asked to accept the user license agreement. And on the next screen, you'll be asked to either use your existing Pearson account if you have one, or create a new account. And then on the next screen, you have the option. If you purchased your code, you're going to go ahead and click on this link here and enter the access code that you purchased. Or you can purchase the code here. Don't purchase the 24-month because we're only going to take one term for this course. So you want to pick the 18-week access. The price might be a little bit higher this semester, I'm not sure. And then if you're waiting for financial aid, you can get temporary access down here, clicking here for 14 days without paying. All right, so once you get through those steps, then you're going to be taken to the MyMathLab course. And then when you go back to this link, you can pick on any of these links to go over to the course. I suggest you use this link because it'll take you to the whole course. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to the MyMathLab course. When you first land there, there's a calendar, and it will show upcoming due dates for assignments that are in, this is still showing, looks like June. Let's go back to July. There we go. So your first set of assignments are due on Sunday, July 17th. And then there's folders or unit modules over here that are set up the same way as the weeks in our Blackboard course. So that will be helpful for you to keep track of what's going on in here. The assignments have all the assignments for the course. StatCrunch is linked here. For the problems where you're going to use StatCrunch, it's going to be accessible from the problem itself. So you don't have to worry about coming out here to get to the StatCrunch option. So let's go ahead and take a look at, well, before I do that, let's take a look at how it's set up here so you get to the e-text. So if you go in here to one of the week modules and you wanted to read the e-text, for instance, you can go over here and get the entire e-text right here. So if you're interested in reading the e-text, it's available here. I also have section notes available for you in the Blackboard course. And then let's go ahead and look at your assignments. And I also wanted to point out, you also have access to the whole e-text down here. So let's just pick a couple things here. So the due dates are shown here. You see a little green flag here. That's because you have to get at least 60% on all the associated homeworks that are involved in that week's work. And I've linked the textbook and videos on the assignments page. These are not graded, but this will give you an opportunity if you want it to. A lot of students like to watch videos. If you want to have access easily to the textbook and videos, they're available right there. Let's take a look at a homework. Let's go up here to 2.3, let's say. So in your problems, the first set of problems are usually definitional questions. Let's go ahead and take a look at a question down here. So on this particular problem, I wanted to show you a couple things about it. So this problem here, no, it's not a good one to show you. Let me go back one. I wanted to show you how the data are linked. So there you go. Okay, so here's a little data set. And if you notice to the right side of the data set, there's a little icon there and it says click to copy the table. When we get into week 2 when we're using StatCrunch, you'll click this and it'll actually open the data set up directly into StatCrunch. So you don't have to go onto the toolbar to get to StatCrunch. And then down below here, you have Get More Help. So depending on the question, you may have an instructor tip, you may have Help Me Solve It, which will help you solve this exact problem, but when you get finished, it's going to regenerate the problem with different numbers. View an example will work a similar example, but when you get finished, you'll go back to your original problem. It'll take you to the section of the textbook, and then if you needed to use StatCrunch and it wasn't linked into the problem, you can get it from right here, and then Ask My Instructor will send me an email with this particular question, the exact numbers you're working on, and it helps me if you tell me what you're having trouble with. Let's see, so you have unlimited attempts for the MyMathLab homework. On your test, you get 2 attempts. Tests are not timed, so you can take 1 attempt, you can start and stop it. You get to review your results after your first attempt, and then you can take it a second time. The tests are built on question pools, the quizzes rather, built on question pools, so you may not get the same questions each time. Let me see if there's anything else I wanted to show you in here. By the way, your midterm and final in this course are actually going to be given in the Blackboard course using Proctorio. So they won't be given in my StatLab. They'll be actually given in Proctorio, in Blackboard course rather. The midterm will come in week 5 and the final will come in week 11, and they'll be given in the Blackboard course. So I look forward to working with you this week. Don't forget we have discussions each week from the discussion board. They're also linked in the weekly lesson modules. And you want to make sure you participate in those because it's a great way to get to know the students in the class and interact with one another. So I look forward to working with you. Feel free to email me if you have any questions, and I look forward to a very productive semester.